And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit, too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Allen to throw once more. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Now Allen again, finding Knox there, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Carl Nassib, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw here. Able to find Shaheen here. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. He sets to fire deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Diggs with a good footwork. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And it's incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He had a touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings
from the gun. Allen being chased out left. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bills 10, Dolphins nothing.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 20.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins nothing.
Now it's Breida. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Allen looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
On the play. It's now 3rd and
they'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Coup now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
To Julio Jones.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Julio Jones. He's forced out of bounds.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Buffalo set to get the football back here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And that one will fall incomplete.
At the 20-yard
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 35-21, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Jimmy Garoppolo, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A gain of 3, second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Julio Jones all alone. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 3 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Buffalo Bills.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Allen to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust. And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A fumble. fumble on the
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First and 10.
Miami set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one 28 yards on the ground. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll look to throw on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal at the 3-yard line.
So with a fourth and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3.
Dolphins 9.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
4-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And again, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Allen. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the gun, Allen, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
Dolphins 9.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The throwaway brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Micah Hyde on the coverage.
They run for it with Breida. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Singletary again. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Breida. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Good route, good pickup.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them